the passion is alive. Previews and reviews, keeping you in the vibe. Player ratings coming in like a tidal wave. Leeds, Statham TV, it's your football fave.
Take three.
Hello, welcome to the 17 which is excited time for Roman show on 29th or Sunday 29th of June 2035.
How you doing, Lee? Take three, mate. Take three. Bloody hell. Oh, we did so well. Did so well, didn't we? Did so bloody well. Anyway, take three. Here we go. Right, Lee. Transfers roundup show, as we says. Right, a player who has been strongly linked to Leeds, who don't look like he's coming now, and that's Martin Bulker, the goalkeeper. Leeds United have been promoted to the Premier League, inquired about Martin Bulker. However, they were disencouraged by the price Nice demanded, which was reportedly close to 20 million euros. The Polish goalkeeper is set to leave Nice with a 1 year remaining on his contract. Was not particularly interested in the move to Leeds, despite Leeds' interest. Bulker's reluctance to join the club and the substantial transfer fee has stalled any potential deal. Coincidentally, Bulker is exploring other options, including potential interest from clubs in Saudi Arabia that could satisfy both the financial demands of Nice and the players' expectations. So it looks like that one's fallen through, League.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I'm pretty worried about the goalkeeper.
You are?
Yeah.
I am as well, mate. I am as well. But, you know, apparently we're now interested in another keeper, Lee. Lucas Perry. So let's have a look. So Lucas Perry, he plays for Lyon. He's linked to Leeds. Chamaco reports on Leeds United's interest in making Lucas Perry a priority signing, which could influence his transfer fee and indicate a bidding war. Leeds in the Premier League has made Lucas Perry a priority, which could increase the transfer fee of the player and potentially spark a bidding war. The management of Olympique Lyon is currently delaying any decision due to uncertainty about the club's future league status. Leeds United having returned to the Premier League, is also showing interest in Lucas Perry. The Brazilian goalkeeper is under contract until June 2028. Despite interest from the wealthy Saudi club Neom, which is reportedly ready to offer more than 15 million euros. Leeds remains vigilant in their pursuit of Perry, who has played 25 matches across all competitions this season. Currently, transfer market estimate is worth at 10 million euros. So this might be another keeper we're going to get, but we're going to have to again fend off competition, Lee.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're going to have to fend off competition again for another player.
Yeah.
You know, and it's you know, this is what we've got to expect, haven't we?
Yeah.
Would you like to see him? Would you like to see him coming from Lyon?
Yeah.
Just as a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
As long as he's good with his feet and good with his shot stopping, ball distribution, and commanding his box.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see in a keeper. I don't care where we get him from, as long as he can do that. Them three things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And we'll play a league. We were talking about Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz. You mentioned this 3 days ago to me.
Yep.
Right. And apparently, Leeds have opened up talks with Juventus over a move for Douglas Luiz. So let's share screen. So this came out a day ago, but I want to touch on it because we didn't really touch on it much. Team Talk reports on Leeds United's negotiations with Juventus for Douglas Luiz. Leeds United have opened up talks with Juventus over a deal. Juventus has set an achievable price, though personal terms could be an issue. Team Talk reports that Leeds United is interested in signing Douglas Luiz from Juventus. Leeds United have reportedly opened up talks with Juventus to send Douglas Luiz. Juventus are willing to sell Luiz for a reduced price fee of €25 million due to a lack of impact since joining from Aston Villa. Leeds aren't interested in him, but his salary of £5 million per year, €5 million a year could be a hurdle unless Douglas Luiz agrees to a wage cut. Sorry about that. Nice weather, people are out there cutting grass. So, what do you reckon to Douglas Luiz? Do you think he'd be a good signing for Leeds?
Douglas play good time for Leeds.
I know he didn't play a lot last season. I know he didn't. You know what I mean? But
you could see if Douglas go to the Premier League, gets good as well time.
if you're going to get Douglas Luiz,
Yeah.
if you're going to get what's your fingers in that door, Shirley Ann? If you're going to get sorry about that. Shirley Ann, when we said watch your fingers in door, she goes up and chops her fingers in door. Can you believe it? Anyway, look, we're talking about Douglas Luiz. It'd be a good signing money if we get the Aston Villa Douglas Luiz.
Yeah.
If we get the she's looking at that coming. If we get the Aston Villa Douglas Luiz, it'd be a good signing. If we get the Douglas Luiz who's been struggling since joining Juventus, I think it's a massive gamble and a massive risk. And can Leeds United afford to take risks? Especially just being newly promoted to Premier League.
Yeah.
You know, I personally believe you need consistent players who have been playing at a consistent level.
Yeah.
And Douglas Luiz, unfortunately, since leaving Aston Villa, hasn't been that sort of player.
No.
So, what would you do with Douglas Luiz?
I don't know if get him or not. I know I'd try to get him.
But if we get the Douglas Luiz, what he showed at Aston Villa, fantastic.
Yeah.
But if we don't, it's a lot of money wasted. Do you know what I mean? And I think, you know, the £30 million price fee, what we're wanting for him, is an awful lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, it is when you've seen the sort of players we're going for and what their values is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see on that one, won't we? We'll have to wait and see. Right, I don't want to spend too long on this one, Lee, but we'll talk about him regardless. And that's Harvey Elliott. Let's share screen. So, clubs like Leeds United have inquired about the signing of Harvey Elliott this summer alongside other Premier League clubs such as Fulham, Tottenham, Newcastle, Everton, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Brentford and West Ham. The young Englishman who made 18 Premier League appearances for Liverpool last season is considering a move to gain more playing time and continue his development, with Liverpool set to demand £40 million for the talented player. Well, I don't think we're going to go anywhere close to that. So the clubs who are looking at him, Leeds, I don't think Leeds are going to get him. Newcastle can afford him, Tottenham can afford him. Everton, no, I don't know. Brighton possibly. Crystal Palace, well, they'll be looking for a replacement for Eze, won't they?
Yeah.
As well, so maybe they'll have the money to do it from the sale of Eze. Brentford, no chance. And West Ham, I don't think we've got West Ham neither. I'm sorry, I don't. I think it's a non-story. I think it's a non-story for Leeds as well, but I wanted to touch on it because they did win. Massive congratulations to England under 21s.
Yeah.
They did win they did beat the Germans in the final.
Yeah.
Harvey Elliott scoring a goal.
Yeah.
I think he's on fire. Is Harvey Elliott for England under 21s? He's absolutely on fire. And I can understand why clubs are now wanting to bring him into their clubs respectively. But I just don't think Leeds are going to be able to do it, mate. I just don't think Leeds are going to be ambitious enough. We are going to be able to compete with likes of Tottenham and Newcastle. We've got no chance. No chance now. You know, we're competing. We're competing to stay in division.
Yeah.
Newcastle are competing to get into stay in Champions League places.
Yeah.
So that's the massive difference. What other player did I want to talk about, Lee? This is him. He's called Hamad Abdelali. He plays for Angers, 15 £15.9 million price. Is an attacking midfielder. It's age 25, so it's right age. So Leeds United are reportedly preparing a £12 million offer for Angus midfielder Hamid Abdallah. The club aims to enhance creativity and technical quality within Daniel Farke's squad, and has identified Abdullah as a suitable fit for Farke's style of play. Angus is said to be aware of the financial situation, and a bid around £12 million is expected to challenge their resolve. Leeds United recruitment team has been monitoring Abdullah's development throughout the season and now feels assured in his abilities. They have allegedly ready to turn their prolonged interest into a formal bid, indicating a desire to outpace other clubs in securing Abdullah's permanent signing signatures promptly. Abdullah is attracting interest from Leeds United, who is considering making an offer. Leeds United recently promoted to a Premier League might submit a bid close to €10 million to acquire the last year of Abdullah's contract. So, Lee, you're up, mate. The stats for Abdullah, Abdullah, might help if I write his name in, mightn't it? You Wally Stewart. You Wally Stewart. I didn't even put his bloody name in church bar. Right, so then, Lee.
He's 25 years old. His height is 1.85 meters. Position, second midfielder.
He's got 3 caps for Algeria.
Yep.
He was born in France.
Yeah,
Appearances at a possible 34.
32.
Goals.
6 goals, 1 assist. 4 cards.
Starting 11.
94%.
Minutes.
93%.
Goal participation.
2%.
So, as you can see here, Lee, its main position.
The second midfielder.
Other positions.
Centre midfielder. And the right winger.
Footed.
Right foot.
Its current market value is
€7
euros. So that's his market value. So what do you think, Lee? Would that possibly be a good signing for Leeds if we could get him that cheap?
Yeah, you could get him, yes. Don't be paying left, right wing, yep. Midfielder, yep. Centre midfielder, yep. Yep, you're right players, but hopefully no comes from getting him.
Do you know what I'm concerned with?
What?
Right?
Like it.
No, seriously,
Why?
big concern, right?
What is it?
Why? At this moment in time, as you've seen the rumours and players we're interested in,
Yeah.
they're like 10 million, 12 million. Right? If Leeds United have really got this much money to spend, why aren't we making why aren't we looking for that player who's the next level above what we're already looking at? You know, because I just don't know if we're going to spend 130 million like this window.
I don't know. I got to be spending 100 million.
130 million. No, neither can I, but you know, we're all saying how rich as owners are and stuff like that. I know we've got that PSR, profit and sustainability thing, right?
Yeah.
But owners of football clubs can put in £90 million of their own money, right? Plus what we sell and plus what we've made getting promoted and what we're allowed to spend and stuff.
Yeah.
It just feels like we're doing everything cheap. That's the concern for me, Lee.
I can say, yeah, because I can say, yeah, I can say that article. Especially to get stadium being bigger.
Well, look, they'll thank me for that because it brings in revenue, so they'll do that. That won't be a problem. But it just concerns me, mate, because I want to see us get Premier League proven players who have already got Premier League experience.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough league, it's Premier League.
Yeah.
you know, you're coming up against the best of the best in Premier League.
Yeah.
I haven't just come to Premier League just to try and be in division because Liverpool and Man United and Man City and Arsenal and Chelsea are in it. I've come in it to do. I want us to do well in it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't want to just float around bottom half at table all the time.
No.
There's no enjoyment in that.
No.
You know, so but I just want to look for a bit more quality players, players with a bit of Premier League experience. I tell you a player who I don't want, honestly, and that's that James McAtee from Man City. I don't want him. I don't rate him.
I don't. What I like to see the being is that some of the leaves.
Well, he's got Premier League experience.
Yeah, the one and probably and that's it. And they've got people in about.
For that Prairie.
Yes. When his power check gets involved.
But he's got no Premier League experience, has he? But that's my worry. But he does stay fit, and he's got a good discipline record.
Yeah.
He does stay fit, mate. You know, 32 appearances, 6 goals, 1 assist.
Yeah.
I mean, they aren't mind blowing stats. But do you know who I'd like to see Leeds get? You're going to laugh at me. You're really going to laugh at me, and because he won't suit Leeds' style of play. But I want to see us go for Thomas Souček. He's guaranteed 10 goals a season.
Yeah.
Probably one of the nicest men in football, in Premier League, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
You know, personality-wise, he'll be well involved with crowd and stuff. He'll get fans involved, but he's just no good in middle of park. He's good in both boxes, but not in middle. So that's why I don't think we're gonna go. That's why I don't think we're gonna go for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Still up 49. Still 49. Feeling on fire to being.
Well, look, I genuinely believe. Come 1st of July, we'll never be away. Mind you, I'm never away from this desk anyway. But we'll never be away from this desk. There'll be transfers going in left, right, and centre. Honestly, there will be. We won't just be talking about rumours. We're talking about actual signings as well. So, yeah. But other than that, mate, I'm happy. Are you?
I'm happy with trying to get that goalkeeper to release and it's going to go.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice to be linked with Elliot, but we've got to be realistic as well.
I don't mind Elliot, but what you do used to do.
I thought he was all right yesterday. I think he's done well for England.
Yeah. But when they're apparently England won't be too.
The second half, beginning of the second half, he literally disappeared a bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
But that's because Germany were pushing for equaliser what they got, didn't they? But yeah, so Lee, how do you think this show went today?
Yeah. Good.
After doing it 4 times.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Good. Right, well, I'm gonna have to. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to do a bit of cutting out. You know, I did have to stop and pause for a bit while we sorted Shirley out with door. But yeah, have you got what you want to say, Lee?
Keep seeing these
Absolutely. Right, well then, Lee, do you want to?
Thank you for watching V7 TV.
It's a goodbye from me, guys.
And over me.
Take care, look after yourselves. See you all soon. Bye bye.